What's the best way to strength train for dance? Watch this.
Our first caller is Riley from Texas.
Riley, how's it going? How can we help you?
Hi, y'all. How are y'all doing?
We're doing good.
Good.
Good. I just want to say thank you guys for all the content you put out there. I've been listening for like 2 or 3 years now, and y'all's advice has just really helped me out in the gym and in life. So just want to say that first.
Awesome. Thank you.
Sweet.
How can we help you?
Okay, so I'm just going to read off my question here. So I've been lifting since I was a kid, basically, and I love to lift heavy. I love powerlifting kind of style of training. However, I'm decided to try out for some pro cheer / dance teams. So I've been noticing that my training is making me very sore and stiff, which is negatively impacting my dance training because obviously we need to be very flexible, fluid. So I'm kind of stuck on where to go with my training. I want to lose some body fat. I need to lose some body fat for auditions, and I love to lift heavy, but I don't want to be sore all the time. So I didn't know if y'all have any advice for me.
What's our time frame look like with all this?
So my first audition is in October. So
okay.
I have a
Oh yeah.
Now what is the dance training look like now leading into it? Are you practicing with the other people trying out, or is this all on your own? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, kind of with other people. There's just all the teams. I live in the Dallas area. They all host different classes that you just drop in and take classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I got to comment on something. You've been working out with weights since you were, it says up here, 12 or 13.
Yeah.
That's
my
phenomenal.
dad's a football coach, so I've been in the gym with him since I was little.
Oh, you got a good dad.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is actually kind of cool because you probably have a really good strength base and muscle base. You've been working out for a while. Your dad's a coach, kind of knows what he's doing. I see up here your squat is 210, your deadlift 215. Maybe Doug can scroll down a little bit. What is that? 135. What is that? Your bench?
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
And
Wow.
you're
strong.
and you're
is only-
4'11.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what you got to do, because what you're describing with your tryouts and what you need to do, there's definitely strength is definitely a component, but you got that. You've got more than enough strength to do that. What you need to develop is the skill. So you should not be doing much strength training at all. It should be almost primarily practicing the techniques and skills required for the tryout. So if you do any strength training at all, I would do it like
It's more supplemental.
it would be like once a week.
Right.
Once a week or MAPS 15, either one. So either one of those. And then even when you do strength training, this is opposite advice that we normally give people of like really pushing the weight and trying to get stronger. It's like I think moderate intensity, full range of motion is where I'm focusing.
Yep.
And you, like I said, you could either go 1 day a week like a MAPS anabolic type protocol, or our MAPS 15 is also, I think, a good program for what you're doing. But to Sal's point, most all the focus here is on the dance. Like that's where everything should be centered around, and in increasing the frequency of that. So if you're already practicing with them, then instead of going and lifting weights on 2 or 3 more days a week, I would actually tell you to practice more of the moves and more of the flexibility stuff.
You got the strength, because somebody your age doing something like this, you would have to, it would be like a combination, like skill, strength. Sometimes people have the skill, but they don't have the strength, totally different. In your case, if you could take a class that really teaches you and practices the skills, like 4 days a week or 3 days a week, that would be ideal. And then 1 day a week I would lift. And your lifting should be like 4 compound lift type of a workout, kind of basic, just kind of maintaining your strength. And that's it. But if you just focus on the skill and stop trying to build muscle and strength right now, you're going to get there. If you try to do both, it's going to be really hard.
Okay. So then with losing body fat, do I need to focus in on my diet a lot more then?
A little bit.
That's where the leaning out's going to come from more than anything else. Don't try and burn it off. Like literally just reduce calories probably a little bit, but only not too dramatic either, because you want to support what you're doing. I mean, you're training for a sport, right? In a sense, right? So that you want to make sure that you're fed and taken care of and stuff like that.
Well, what position are you trying to do? You're 4'11", so you're trying to be a flyer, or you want to be a base? Like what are you looking to do in this competition?
Well, so in pro cheer, it's just all dancing. So I used to be a flyer, of course, but yeah, now it's just. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sal was a flyer.
Sal knows. He used to be a mascot. So.
Yeah. See, look, these guys don't even know what's going on. I know all about cheer for some reason. So look.
Adam was a base.
Cutting your calories is important. Don't cut them too much because you're going to lose athletic performance and strength. It says up here your body fat percentage is already great.
Yeah.
You're at 23%. Honestly, I think if you like, what was your workouts like before you started training for this sport? What did it look like, including cardio or whatever? Was it just lifting?
Yeah.
What were you doing before?
She used to be a gymnast, right?
Yeah. So all the sports growing up, and then, but like recently in adult life, most recently I've been running MAPS Aesthetic, and then I just do my cardio is just like walking my dogs.
Oh, okay. So if you did like 4 days a week of this specific type of training, cheer training, maybe 1 day a week of lifting, I think you probably could cut your calories a little bit and you'll still get leaner. Because because that kind of training is it's like real calorie burning. And you know, part of it, and part of what you're trying to do is you're trying to get leaner. You're also trying to get smaller because you're supporting your body weight with a lot of these moves. So it's not just about getting leaner. It's also about kind of getting smaller. So a little bit of a calorie deficit's okay, but don't go too far because then you're going to lose performance. But yeah, with your gymnastics background, strength background, just practice the skill and you'll get there. No problem.
I think, all that is great advice. I do think too, since it's October, like the MAPS 15 suggestion, at least like, rotating that in to help kind of support and keep and maintain those strength gains that you have acquired would be a great, just have to be disciplined with making sure you really stick to that formula and like that time frame.
And MAPS 15, and what I love about the way we designed it is you could actually make it, instead of a 6 day a week, you can make it a 3 day a week also a program and just pair the two workouts together. So if it's more convenient to spread it out over 6, which I think is ideal, that's fine. But if you have, like, let's say you got cheer stuff going or dance stuff going on practice wise, and just focus on that, and then maybe pair a day together, you could do it that way too.
But Riley, let me ask you this: what are the most challenging aspects of what you're trying to do? Like when you're going in, you're practicing the routine, you're going to try and audition. What are the hardest things for you?
Like the kicks, and like anything that's like a lot of like arching like your back, like my back is so tight from lifting that it's like that's just tough. So
if you listen, like here's the deal:
the getting smaller thing is going to help out.
And this is all skill. This is 100% skill, 0% you needing to get stronger or more fit. So if you're practicing with them 4 days a week and you want to add more, I would add more practicing these techniques and the skill of all these moves and stuff like that, because you've got the strength, you've got gymnastics background. This is not about becoming more fit. This is literally about just learning how to do the movement better. So if you're going to do more quote unquote workouts, I would center them completely around perfecting the skills that you're challenged with.
I don't think it would hurt her either to do a little bit of cardio too. I imagine there's some sort of cardiovascular
from
demand.
Practicing. She's going to get plenty.
Well, I mean, if you're not practicing, right? That's at all times. If you have free time, the direction I would push you is into practicing the moves that you said are the most challenging and getting good at that, right? But if there's a day when you're not doing that, I think doing some, steady state type of cardio would not be a bad thing either.
Yeah, but that's not what's holding her back. It's all technique here.
No, but you said something that I think is very true. It would not hurt her to get smaller. I mean, just not just lighter, but smaller too is for what we're trying to accomplish.
Right, but
she has plenty of room.
But my point, and that's when I thought she was doing the other type of cheer. With this, like, okay, 4'11", 23% body fat. This is going to be like what you just said. You could get smaller, but if you don't have the technique, it don't matter. And I think you're going to get a little smaller anyway just from practicing it. So I wouldn't focus on getting smaller, because here's what's going to happen if you do that, Riley. You're going to go too far. You'll go too far. That'll become the primary focus. You're not going to fuel yourself enough. You'll lose your period. Hormone imbalances will start to happen. I just practice the skill and you'll be totally fine. You have the strength to do all the stuff you just mentioned. I think if you just practice the techniques a lot, you're going to get plenty of workouts. And if this is important to you, you really want to make the team, that's the most likely way that you're going to make the team.
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, you got it.
All
Thanks
right.
for calling in.
Okay. All right.
Dude, she's so like ahead.
I know.
of everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
Lifting
her
weights
base
for that long.
is already established.
I mean, she could technically not lift any weights.
Because like, it's not even like
She
I'm going to promote like mobility and all. She's got a gymnastic background.
She's got everything.
She's got it all set and dialed. So yeah, really, it's just like, you know, maintaining that leading up to it and improving and adding more skill into the mix.
And you just said it, Adam. She could lose a lot of strength. She'd be fine.
Yeah.
She's already strong as hell.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. She literally from now until then could like stop. Not that I would tell her to stop, but she totally could
And be fine.
stop lifting weights and just become obsessive about the dance routine and all the moves and just doing that and doing that and doing that and doing that. And she's not gonna go from a 210 squat all of a sudden where she can't do her bodyweight squat or something. You know, say she's strong. You know,
Totally awesome.